Welcome to Miss.sheeena's world. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.
Remember last week when the internet was convinced Latto was dissing Cardi B on her new single? Well, the lies happened this morning, so let me fill you guys in. During a recent appearance on The Breakfast Club, Latto addressed the speculation head on and confirmed that the lyrics were in fact about Cardi. She explained that she was caught completely off guard after hearing the leaked audio because she had just rushed to the studio for her verse on the Every Time remix so it could count towards Cardi B's first week album sales. Latto said that just days after trying to help someone out that she considered a friend, she saw Cardi B all over the internet calling her. While Latto admitted the situation left a bad taste in her mouth, she did make it clear that the song is not a diss track. She says people are only calling it a diss because they're hearing it now, but at the time she was simply rapping about what was happening in her life. Latto also revealed that she had not spoken to Cardi since their remix dropped in September, but she's open to hashing things out. So shortly after those comments started making headlines, Cardi B shared another public apology and explanation. Cardi took to X to say, "I truly understand how you feel, and that's exactly why I chose to apologize publicly, because the disrespect became public. On that call, I didn't even mean to call you that. I didn't mean any harm. There's a difference in what I said versus what I meant. What I could have said was you too forgiving and gave too much mercy in that situation. It was a heated conversation, and I let my mouth get the best of me." Cardi also talked about how when the call came out, she was 8 months pregnant and was extremely overwhelmed and emotional, but says that's not an excuse and genuinely just wanted to let her know where her head was at. Although Cardi does claim that she made multiple attempts to connect with Latto, claiming she spoke to her manager, her sister, and even texted Latto directly. She ended her statement by saying, "Making it right looks different for the both of us. I wanted to connect with you, but you wanted to address it on your album." This is a lot to unpack here. So considering Latto did say she's open to hashing things out, do you think Cardi should have publicly took this to X? Should this be a conversation behind the scenes? Let us know what you guys think about this.
I just finished watching Latto Breakfast Club interview, and honestly, y'all, Lauren is such a great interview. I'm gonna say that first. She asks all the right questions, and like she is so good at what she do. But let's get to the elephant in the room now. When Lauren asked Latto about what she did to Cardi, you could see in her face that she really didn't want to say yeah. But listen, you had to stand on what you said because it's obvious that she was talking about Cardi. Like, and it's crazy because she was like, at that time, she was feeling like that. So that was 9 months ago, which means like right now, after you had your baby, you still feeling like that. You had a chance to get that little bar out your damn song, you know. And it's like you sitting up here saying that you at a better space and a better place in your life. But is you really? Because if you was, like, you wouldn't even worry about what Cardi said about you, because she really didn't say nothing about you. Like, that word that she used, if you from down south, you hear that word every day. You use that word in your songs all the time. You call girls that, but then when somebody call you that, you getting mad. It's like crazy. That's why sometimes y'all be somebody living this life. You really got to take the F out of y'all life, because it be a lie. Like, Cardi really did publicly apologize to you. Like, for real. And for Cardi to do that, that was big. She don't even do shit like that. Like, I don't even know the girl like that, but she don't even do nothing like that. I know for Cardi B to going off on people and snapping on somebody, and I honestly don't feel like she was directly, like, at you. She just basically saying, like, bitch, I'm this way, and she ain't this way, and she ain't finna play with me. And I honestly understand that, because a bitch say that all the time. And 21, he over there with you, but when Drake was just beefing with all the other boys, he got right online to say, y'all boys shouldn't be dissing each other in the songs. And it's like, you got your pregnant baby mama out here dissing Cardi in the song. Like, it just, like, was kind of lame to me. That was lame to me, you know. I don't know if they thought they was going to get it, like, it was going to make more sales on her album, but, Last bitch Cardi dissed, she dissed her for 55 seconds. She better hope that she don't get dissed for a whole minute. But Cardi went off on her. So that little bar you had, baby, if Cardi come back at you, because Cardi, I see that she in the studio. So if she were to come back at you and come back with 55 seconds or a minute or something, your ass is grass. Because Cardi be going off. Just thinking about it, you said that the fans and Twitter is the people that put in your head that you and Ice Spice had a problem. Well, guess what? What about you and Cardi? Cardi apologized about her problem. So you're still trying to make it a problem. And you get on here saying that, like, the fans told that you was pregnant. From my understanding, didn't you post a picture by accident and said, post a picture? Of course, what the fans gonna do, post to reshare the picture and shit. So, like, girl, you gotta get off of here with all that. And listen, y'all, she did that song, Ice Spice, 8 months ago. That song came out 8 months ago. her and Cardi B was just beefing when that shit came out like 9 months ago. So you knew what you was doing when you did that song with Ice Spice. Can I get a hot caramel latte with 6 pumps of sugar and whipped cream and some drizzle? Like,
So
bitch,
let me
stop
get this
lying.
straight. Y'all want Lotto to patch things up with Cardi B because she patched things up with Ice Spice? Am I the only one who heard that audio? Cardi literally said, "You think I'm pussy? You think I'm Lotto?" And that's the woman y'all want her to be friends with again? And that be our problem because y'all don't understand the principle of things. You, as my friend, should not be talking about me like that. Cardi B, out of anybody, should know how the industry works, how fans work. Everybody wants them to beef. People love when the women rappers are beefing. Shoot, people love when the guy rappers are beefing too. Lotto understands that there was nothing too personal. It wasn't that deep, like she said on The Breakfast Club. Hence why she squashed it. Cardi B took Lotto being mature as being weak and then said, "I'll get you a bag. I'm so sorry." Lotto said, "It's all right. My mama gave me a bag, a couple bags actually. I'm good. I'm cool on this friendship." Lotto can forgive, but she doesn't have to befriend Cardi again. Lotto putting her response to Cardi B in that rap, in that song, was honestly one of the smartest things she could have done. Now that's marketing.
The real tee about the whole Lotto and Cardi B situation is Cardi B would still be in that girl's face, kikiing and laughing and ha like she didn't sit up on a call and call her a pussy. And Cardi B meant everything that she said on that phone call. She meant every last thing. When you that mad and you that angry and you yelling and you raging and you spewing out all that hate and evilness, you mean exactly what the fuck you say. I'm not Lotto. I'm not pussy like her. Cardi B meant every word that she said. And the sad part about that whole situation is when the leak call got dropped 2 days after Lotto does a verse for Cardi B, Cardi B hops online and say, "Oh, she didn't mean it. That's not how she feels. She actually really fuck with Lotto, yada, yada, yada. I'm going to buy her a bag. And I'm going to apologize online because the disrespect came, publicly to everybody to hear and XYZ." Instead of picking up her phone that she used to type on social media, instead of doing that, she did not decide to call that girl. Instead, she decided to type on social media and say XYZ instead of calling her and texting her saying, "Girl, I'm sorry. That's not what I meant. This is what I meant. I feel like you was too forgiving to the bitch. I'm not going to be forgiving to the hoe. And where can I send this bag? Because I'm dead ass wrong." You never know how somebody really feel about you. That's the sad part about the whole shebang. Like, you never know. Like, whole time, Lotto thinking her and Cardi is cool. They cordial. We got each other number. We send each other little funny hee-hee-ha TikTok videos. And Cardi B looks at all these motherfuckers as coworkers. She ain't cool with none of these bitches. The person that she was on the phone with cussing out, that's the friend. Okay? Whoever leaked the call is not the friend. But she don't give a fuck about none of y'all. And every time we told y'all she get cool with bitches, they have a falling out with the other girl. Everybody want to be like,
Okay. See, this is why I don't hang out with a lot of bitches, because bitches will say anything. So Lotto was just on The Breakfast Club talking about one of her songs. I don't remember what song it was, but basically she had a line where it was in response of what Cardi was talking about with Ice Spice when she had said she was a pussy ass bitch. When I first got on TikTok, I seen the video and then I was looking at the comments because it was like a couple of videos of it. Of course, it just came out. Y'all are literally in the comments talking about she can forgive Ice Spice, but she can't forgive Cardi. She clearly said that her and Ice Spice beef was for nothing. Cardi called her a pussy ass bitch. If you my friend and I'm arguing with a bitch, I'm not finna bring up, even if she was to say, "Lotto didn't beat your ass, I'm gonna beat your ass." She called her a pussy ass bitch, like she's some weak ass hoe. And that right there is how I know I could never be friends with you bitches. Because if I'm arguing with somebody, I'm not finna bring up anything that got going on with my friend, even if my friend had beef with you. I'm not finna bring up, "Oh, I'm not pussy ass Lotto." Then on top of that, you made a public apology. Okay, you made a public apology, but then you don't text me till 2 months later trying to talk about it. Bitch, after 24 hours, I'm already done off a situation, ready to move the fuck on. 2 months later? Bitch, you better be lucky if you won't block. Like, come on now. You gonna say that about your friend and you think we still finna be friends? Oh, now I'm a pussy ass bitch and the best thing that you can do is make a post and get me a bag? Nah, boo. Nah.
Okay, so unpopular opinion when it comes to the Latto versus Cardi drama. So basically, just filling in for the lore. Ice Spice and Latto, they had like a little beef, if you'd even call it that. I think it was just like a normal rap girl beef where like the fans and the internet is saying one thing and getting them to kind of pinning them against each other, and it like worked. And I think they're both like young and they're like, wait, this is dumb, like this wasn't even like a real beef, like why are we fighting? So then she makes up with her, they make a song like girl power, like yes, like we love that, you know. And then I don't know what happened between Cardi and Ice Spice, but for some reason like Ice Spice's team leaked those calls with Cardi, and she's like, I'm not a P like Latto. And to me, I'm like, even if you guys aren't best friends, you guys are cool. Like, you guys have been on each other's songs. Like, you guys text each other. Like, you guys are cool. So for you to talk about me like that is crazy. You know what I mean? So I don't blame everyone saying Latto's being immature for Cardi trying to make things right. And she's kind of like, nah, I'm cool off it. I don't think she's being immature. I think she set a boundary. And then they're trying to say, well, she made up with Ice Spice, but she won't make up with Cardi. Her and Ice Spice weren't even anything yet. It was like, you know what I mean? I feel like she probably thought more of Cardi as far as like their relationship went than her and Ice Spice never even had a relationship whenever the beef occurred, and they developed one after their beef, but her and Cardi already had some type of relationship. So no, I don't think she's immature. I think she's setting a boundary, and she's like, you talked bad about me, whether you got your words mixed up or not. To me, I don't think she got, I know she tried to say, I was trying to say that Cardi tried backtracking, kind of saying like, I was trying to say I'm not as forgiving as Latto. No, you knew what you were saying, and you know what, you effed up. You said that you were pregnant and your emotions were high, but you like said how you really felt, you know? So like, to me in my head, if she would have said that about me, I'd be like, oh, so when me and her made up, was this girl over talking about me to her people, saying like, oh, what did it, you know? It's just so many different things that would go through my mind. So I don't think, like I said, unpopular opinion, I don't think Latto is wrong for setting a boundary. And who knows, maybe they'll make up. I'm just going off of what happened today because she had her interview. Cardi tweeted and everybody's talking about it. But yeah, you're never wrong for setting a boundary when somebody does something that hurts you.
Yes. Yeah, it was about Cardi. I rap about what's going on in my life at the moment. At the time, I was at an early stage of my pregnancy, and I rushed to the studio to do this verse for her in time for the first week sales, whatever. And
For airtime.
yeah, for the airtime remix. And literally like 2 days later, I'm see all over the internet, I'm being called pussy. I'm pregnant, emotions high, like
hormonal.
You know, yeah.
Mood swings.
And it's someone I dead eyes looked at as a friend. Like I understand this you know, industry shit first too, but we was on a texting basis. Yeah, you tweeted to the world, but we got each other number.
Yeah.